What's happening, everyone? Emma here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel for another toy review. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Jakks specific Disney's Encanto, Mirabel, and Magic Butterfly doll. So as always, what we're going to do first is we're going to start off by looking at all the details on the doll's box, and then we're going to take the doll out of the box and take a look at all her details. Let's get started with the review then, shall we? Starting off with the bottom of the box, we see a photo of Mirabel, as well as your standard Disney's Encanto background that you always see on the Encanto doll boxes. As well as in the middle, we see the Disney Encanto logo and the words below saying, "Singing Mirabel and Magic Butterfly." On the right-hand side, we've got the ages 3 and up symbol and the Jakks specific logo. And next to that, we've got some choking warnings in 2 different languages. Above that, on the right-hand side, we've got a circular photo of a girl playing with her Mirabel doll. And above that is a bubble with the words inside saying, "Sings and speaks in English." And she also sings and speaks in 3 other languages. Moving upwards on the left-hand side, we see a blue bracelet, and above that is a golden butterfly made out of cardboard, and also above it is a bubble saying, "Wear and share." We also see the Mirabel doll and Magic Butterfly nicely displayed in box. And next to Mirabel, we see an ombre dark blue to purple bubble, and inside we see some music notes and the words that say, "Try me, music and lights." And below that we see a pink arrow pointing towards the doll's chest. The background of the doll's box is also quite basic. It is an ombre dark blue to purple color, and it has stars all over it. We also see around the box that there are tactile flowers, and the top of the box also looks nicely detailed as well. Taking a quick look at the sides of the box, we see on one of the sides the casita house. And on the other side, we've got the standard background that you often see with the Disney Encanto dolls. Here is the back of the doll's box. On the bottom right-hand corner, we see the Jakks Pacific logo, and on the bottom left-hand side, we can see a little bit of information about the doll, and we also see what kind of eyes this doll has. She has the standard royal reflection eyes. And above the information about the doll, we've got 2 circular-shaped photos. The bottom one is a photo of a little girl wearing the bracelet with the butterfly on it. And above it, we see a photo of the Mirabel doll wearing a headband with the butterfly on it. And above that, we see another bubble with the words, "Wear and share" inside. Moving upwards, we see a really big photo of a girl playing with the Mirabel doll. And next to Mirabel's head, we see another bubble with the words inside saying, "Mirabel talks and sings." As well as on the top left-hand corner, we see the words from the movie Disney's Encanto, and the words "Singing Mirabel and Magic Butterfly." More small details on the back of the box include white illustrations of flowers, leaves, and a beautiful big butterfly. This doll was made in 2021 for the release of Disney's Encanto, and I bought this doll at a Toys R Us. And I don't know if you notice or not, but the box is a little bit damaged because of how long it's been on the store shelves. And I was actually quite interested in buying the doll, and I knew when I saw her at Toys R Us, I was like, I need to buy her. So that's what I did. One other key thing to point out is I can't show you the doll's Try Me feature. After 3 whole years of sitting on the Toys R Us shelf, her batteries have decided to die. She does still talk a little bit, but she only makes 1 noise because her batteries are so low. So there is a hole on the front of the box, and that leads to the doll's chest. And there is a cardboard cutout sewn onto her dress that says "Try Me." And whenever I try the doll out, this is what happens. So once we get her out of the box, I'm gonna ask my father if he could help me change the batteries in the doll, so that way we could take a look at all her features. So now that we've taken a look at the doll in box, let's take this Mirabel doll out of the box, shall we? Here is a quick look at Mirabel in box without any of the glare. And here is our beautiful Mirabel and Magic Butterfly out of the box, and OMG, isn't she stunning? I got my father to change the batteries in the doll, so we're gonna show you the features in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at all of Mirabel's details, shall we? Starting off at Mirabel's feet, she wears these adorable pink sandals with textures on the sandals as well, such as beautiful flowers. The flowers aren't painted, unfortunately, but they are still beautiful nonetheless. On the back parts of her sandals, we see that the shoes divide into many pieces of plastic. And those divisions make the pink bows that are on the backs of her shoes, as well as little slits in the shoes so that way they could come on and off. And there are also holes at the bottom parts of her shoes as well. We also see more of the textured detailing on the backs of her shoes as well. Moving upwards to Mirabel's dress, we are first going to start off with the skirt part of her dress. As we can see, it has lots of printed on details on it. The bottom part of her skirt starts off as a dark teal color, and it ombres to a lighter shade of teal at the top. Printed on details on this dress includes flowers, butterflies, and Mirabel's belt that says Mirabel on it. We also see a pattern on the bottom of the dress consisting of blue ruffles and pink tassels that are printed on. The dress also looks like it has a few layers to it, but those layers are just printed on as well. But it's still a pretty cool dress nonetheless. Moving upwards, we see the bodice portion of Mirabel's dress. It is mostly a white color with lots of printed on flower and leaf details. And the collar of her dress is a separate piece. It is sewn onto the dress, and the collar consists of printed on trimming details. The edge of her collar is a nice black color, and we also see more of the colorful flower details on the collar as well. We also see a pink and green butterfly, which is on our left-hand side of the collar. But if we were in Mirabel's perspective and we were to wear the dress, the butterfly would be on the right side of the collar. Mirabel's sleeves on her dress are also short, and they also look like they have a ruffling detail on them as well. All the designs and details on the bodice and the collar go all the way around, but none of the details on the skirt go all the way around. But that is honestly alright with me. Mirabel also wears these adorable blue removable earrings, and the texturing on the earrings is made to look like yarn, which I find pretty cool. Mirabel also wears these wine-colored removable glasses. They have no lenses, but that is alright with me. And she also wears a pink removable headband as well. On the headband, it looks like there are textured flowers and leaves. And it has a hole in it for the butterfly to go into. We also can't forget about Mirabel's magical butterfly. It is a transparent golden color with textured wings, and a yellow light comes from the middle of the butterfly as you're playing with the doll. And for Mirabel's face, she has natural colored lips and is showing her teeth, brown beautiful royal reflection eyes, her beautiful eyelashes, brownish black eyebrows, and beautiful brownish black curly hair. We also have Mirabel's bracelet that you can actually wear as well. It is a nice blue color, and it has lots of swirls and textures on it, and it also has a hole in which you could put the butterfly into as well. For Mirabel's posability, her head can only turn 360 degrees. Both of her arms can only move up and down, so that means you can't rotate them all the way around. But she has posability in both her elbows, one of her wrists, and up and down rotation in her legs. behind the scenes to make the butterfly light up.
There is a tiny cable that connects from the doll to the butterfly,
and that cable helps the butterfly light up. We also see Mirabel's battery compartment and switch in the back as well. And for Mirabel's batteries, she takes 3 AAA batteries. Mirabel's speaker is located in her stomach, and we can also see that she has white underwear on. And on the back of her switch, we see the numbers 0, 1, and 2. 2 stands for the Try Me mode, 1 stands for her language selection, and 0 stands for the play mode. So usually, Jakks-specific dolls would have 2 as the language selection and 1 as the Try Me mode. But for the case of Singing Mirabel and Magic Butterfly and the Sing-Along with Elsa doll released in 2021, they've decided to make 2 the Try Me mode and 1 the language selection. So now that we've taken a look at all of Mirabel's details, let's get into the play features of this doll. So we're firstly gonna start off with her language selection, and she has 5 preset languages that you could choose from. So let's see what languages she has to offer us. I believe that's Spanish, French, German, and I don't know what that language is, so you might want to help me out in the comments down below. I think it might be Italian. I'm not sure to be 100% though. And that is English. Now before we get into the play mode, I'm just going to quickly show you the Try Me mode of this doll. So this is the Try Me mode right here.
Hey you, I'm Mirabel. Would you like to hear me sing a song? Place the butterfly in my hand and you and I can sing together. Welcome to the family Madrigal, the home of the family Madrigal.
So now that we've taken a look at this, let's listen to all the phrases that Mirabel says.
Since we're both gonna listen to the Family Madrigal, I'm just gonna point out that the song The Family Madrigal was composed by Lin-Manuel Miranda,
and the voice who is singing it is Stephanie Beatrice. So let's get into her play mode, shall we?
Hey you, I'm Mirabel from La Familia Madrigal, and I love to sing. Hey my friend, will you sing with me? Welcome to the family Madrigal, the home of the family Madrigal. I know it sounds a bit fantastical and magical, but I'm part of the family Madrigal. Guess what? You can wear the butterfly on your bracelet too. Want to give it a shot? You got this.
So that was the song Welcome to the Family Madrigal by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and that was the sample version for the merchandise for the Encanto products. So let's keep listening to all the phrases that Mirabel says.
I love to sing. Hey, you want to do that again? You know what I dream about? Saving our magic while I sing. You know what I love? Singing. You want to sing with me again? Do I love to sing? Yeah! I need to find out how to save the magic of my family. Can you help me? I dream of making my family proud while I sing. My thing is to sing. You want to sing together again? You know, you can also put the butterfly on my headband. You want to try it? Our Encanto was formed with a miracle and butterflies. Place the butterfly in my hand, and we can sing together.
So that was all of Mirabel's play phrases, and now we've got 2 idle phrases from Mirabel.
Would you like to hear me sing a song again? Okay, my friend, let's do this again. Real soon.
Before we move on, I'm just going to quickly point out how the butterfly works in Mirabel's hand. So there is a sensor in Mirabel's left hand in which you can place the butterfly, and as soon as you place the butterfly in Mirabel's hand, then the sensor will detect that it's in her hand, and she will start talking and singing. One very strong con that I have with the doll is the fact that you need the butterfly in order to make her say more phrases, and sing her song Welcome to the Family Madrigal. But I know that Jakks Pacific wanted to do an interactive element with the Mirabel doll.
Okay, so a bit of a spoiler alert. So I was trying to put the butterfly back in Mirabel's hand, and then all of a sudden, the end part of the cable broke. Somehow, when the butterfly is placed in her hand, it still lights up. So let me show you real quick.
Hey you! I'm Mirabel from La Familia Madrigal, and I love to sing. Welcome to the family madrigal.
So yeah, the butterfly somehow still lights up in her hand without the cable. Honestly, I don't know what the use of this cable was meant for. Is it for charging the butterfly?
I might have to look into the instructions on the Mirabel doll to see what the cable is used for.
I just find it kind of weird how Jakks made this cable so cheap. Like, oh my goodness, look at this.
I just get bad vibes from this cable, you know what I mean? Like, think about it this way. The cord is plugged into the Mirabel doll, which connects to the butterfly, but then the cable breaks out of the butterfly, but you still play with the doll and the butterfly nonetheless. And then all of a sudden you forget that the cable is still on the doll and you accidentally touch the end of the cable, and ouch, you just got electrocuted. That's my main concern with the cable. Like, the cable is that cheap in my opinion. Other cons that I have with the doll is I think Jakks Pacific might have implemented the song way too much in the doll. Firstly, you can't skip the song whenever she talks. She'll just talk and sing the song and then she'll just say one other phrase. And most of her phrases only talk about her singing anyway. I think that her phrases could have had more potential if they were more diverse, like if she were to talk about her family and her sisters. But that's just my overall opinion about that feature. And there's also the fact that her butterfly is so small that kids could easily lose it, and they won't be able to hear the phrases or the singing without the butterfly. But I get that Jakks Pacific wanted to add an interactive element with the doll. Another thing to point out is the butterfly is actually quite hard to put back in her hand once you remove it. It's because of the way that the sensor is built. There are buttons in the sensor, and those have to line up with the springs in the doll's hand in order for the butterfly to sync with the doll. And I also have the thought that the sensor in the doll's hand could break very easily if the butterfly were placed too much in her hand, which could cause a predicament where you won't be able to listen to the music or the phrases anymore unless you were to get the doll's hand fixed. If any of you guys are parents watching this and you recently bought this doll for your children, I would recommend telling them not to remove the butterfly from her hand in any way, shape, or form, so that way you could prevent the thoughts that I just whipped up about the butterfly going missing and all that stuff. So that was a lot of cons on the doll, but let's talk about some positive things about the doll now, shall we? The fabric on her dress is pretty decent quality, and the articulation on the doll is also quite decent. I do think she would have been better with ball joints in her arms, so that way you could do more poses with her. But that's just my overall opinion about the posability. Other than that, she is still quite an amazing doll. I love her royal reflection eyes, and I love the fact that she talks and sings in her international version. 3 out of 5 stars.
And that, everyone, concludes the review on the Singing Mirabel and Magic Butterfly doll made by Jakks Pacific. And if you all enjoyed this video and would like to see me open the singing and styling dolls from Jakks Pacific, definitely be sure to give this video a big warm thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you could get notified on my newest and latest videos that come out in the future, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace!